Hi, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I make videos about health, wellness, traveling, and in general, leveling up in your life. I'm super excited to do another one of these Sunday lives because I really love connecting with you all. And in this live, I'm going to be showing you how I make a simple, easy with some fresh organic apples that I actually picked in my last two vlogs on a trip to the Blue Mountains, and after this has been published, I will put a link up above. I hope everyone's doing well wherever they are in the world. I also have compiled some really cool news that I thought was interesting that I'd like to share with you all as I'm making this granola. I have the oven ready and let's get into it. So just to start with the granola, you're going to need some pretty basic rolled oats, and I guess the portion that you're going to make depends on how much you're going to eat. I know I go through granola very quickly, and once you get the hang of it and get it down into, nice to see you too. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. And once you get the hang of it, it's super quick and easy to make. So I'm not really going to measure anything. I'm going to show you how I make it, but I'm not going to have any measurements because how much you make really will depend on what you like and what ingredients you like. Hello. So to get started, I'm just going to pour a bunch. I'm going to start with the dry ingredients first. But yeah, just to give you an idea of how many apples we got on the Blue Mountains trip. So, oh, that's so heavy. So this whole bowl, you can see how big it is in comparison to me, but this bowl was like this with apples. And yesterday I made a bunch of apple pie, so it kind of made a bit of a dent, but I'm having to find new ways to use apples all the time. Yeah, so I've got my dry ingredients. That might be a bit too much, but I still haven't bought any baking paper yet. And as I went to get the stuff out for this live, I was like, oh, I don't have baking paper. So I'm just using like a bread tin. I'm pretty sure this is my mom's bread tin, but I've just oiled it with a bit of avocado oil so I can scoop it out. So let's see how it works with the bread tin. Now, next, I'm going to use a little pinch of Himalayan rock salt. And I'm also going to soak some chia seeds just to help bind the granola clusters. I don't really have that many chia seeds left, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour the whole thing. So to the side here, I do have a water filter, and I'm just going to I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of just got to bind before I mix it in with the rest of the mixture. Okay, so I'll just set that to the side, and got some cinnamon here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a massive tablespoon of that in as well. Actually, you know what? Maybe 1.5 tablespoons, because I'm going to add apples to this as well. So it's going to be super autumny and warming. It's really cold today. It's been raining most of the day, which is why I'm wearing this jumper that my sister gave to me. Thanks, Joyce. So I'm going to make some more warming foods. You don't really have to add ashwagandha. Ooh, that light is very intense. You can't really see it, but it's ashwagandha powder. And you don't have to add it in, but I have it there, so why not? Let's see. Where's my teaspoon? Also, if you are liking this video so far, don't forget to click the like button or the subscribe button if you'd like to see my videos as soon as they come out. So here we've got Queen Finest Vanilla Madagascar Pure Extract. And my last housemate, Ben, put me onto this one. And it is really good. I can get the top of it open. So I'm just going to put maybe just half a teaspoon. Nah, I'll just do a full teaspoon. I think that's all the dry ingredients, so I'm just going to mix them together. And I've got 3 organic apples here. That might be a little bit too much, but I'm just going to dice them so they go nice and almost caramelized in the oven. So, what's new with everyone? I hope everyone's well in the world wherever they are. Probably the most exciting thing that happened today for me was that I saw Bitcoin went to all-time highs. I am going to put a link in here that everyone can check out. So this is a link to tradingview.com, and you can see different charts of like different cryptocurrencies and stocks and everything. And I've just sent you through the BTC to USD conversion. And what's really cool is that Bitcoin hit over 60,000 USD, which is really, really cool. And I find that really exciting. I might talk a little bit more about cryptocurrency on my channel. I'm still learning a lot about cryptocurrency. I am still fairly new in the crypto space, but it's really fun to learn about. And yeah, I'm just chopping them up like this before I pop them in the granola. Yes, woohoo! Go Bitcoin. I've also been learning a bit more about Cardano and Ethereum and also NFTs like I talked about in my previous live. I haven't learned too much more about NFTs, but I did see a thing on TikTok, so I don't know how true it is about like Grimes selling a bunch load of NFTs on, they're all Ethereum-based websites at the moment, but I thought that was really, really cool. But yeah, I had a friend send me, because I've known about Bitcoin for a while now, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't buy it sooner, because when I knew about it, Bitcoin in its, I think, February or March dip last year was at 3,000 USD, which is insane. Absolutely bloody insane. And now it's at over 60,000 USD. Okay, I think 2 apples is going to be enough. Honestly, honestly, these apples have been better than any that I could buy in any Woolworths or Coles, seriously. This is definitely going to be very apple-y. Also, I'm super excited to share some new stuff that I've seen in like the vegan world and the plant-based space that I found really exciting and pretty iconic. But I'll just finish this before we get to that. Okay, so just looking at that now, that's probably going to be enough. And I'll just grab my spatula. So I'm just going to mix this together. Also, I am going to put a little bit of oil in the granola. I find it does go a little bit crunchy. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the van vlogs. They were very enjoyable to make as well. That trip was really, really fun. And we also had really good weather for it too. I'm glad we didn't go this week because it's just raining so much. Not that it would have mattered in the Sprinter van because we had everything we needed inside. It even had a bathroom. Also, this Tuesday, I will be releasing the walkthrough for that van tour as well, which I'm super excited about. There we go. So that's it mixed up. I think the chia seeds could go a little bit longer. Of course, we're going to put date syrup. I have no measurement for this. I just put as much as I want. I don't really think you can go overboard with it. And before I mix that up, I'm just going to add like a touch of avocado oil because I just need it to go a little bit crispy. And you definitely don't need to use oil. I do have the chia seeds going in soon, and that I think will help them bind a little bit more. And I've definitely gone off recipe here because I've made this so many times and there's so many different ways that you can do it. So you can really make granola based on anything you have in the house. You just choose what spices, what flavors you like. You could make cacao granola. Then you choose your sweetener, so you might not have date syrup. So agave or something like that is definitely an awesome option. And put a bit of fruit in it if you like. We don't actually have any nuts in the cupboard. So sometimes I like to put chopped walnuts in there as well. I think I need a bit more date syrup. Yeah, so you just need your grains, your fruits or nuts if you want, your spices, your sweetener, and something to bind it. Oil can help, I think, but any like chia seeds, flax seeds is the one I used to use, but I'm out of it at the moment, and I just wanted to use what I have in the house. Okay, so the date syrup's all in there. I'm pretty sure for the original recipe that I used, I did put a little bit of water in there, but because I've mixed it with the chia seeds, I might only need a dash of water. And also, I just had a comment, mashed banana, that's also really good as well, and it is like super whole food and gives it more of like a banana bread vibe. So that's what the chia looks like once they've kind of soaked things up. So I'll just add that in. Ooh. It's looking so good. I love the smell of granola as well when it's in the oven. I actually had this for dinner the other night because there wasn't really much in the cupboard, and I was like, oh, it's too late to go into town. And I was like, oh, we have the stuff for granola. So I made granola. I think breakfast meals can pass for any type of meal throughout the day. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I am going to put a little bit of water in it though. Not enough, not too much so it becomes soggy, but just enough so it just binds a little bit more. Should have put a bigger bowl. Okay. Also, once you actually make the granola, a really amazing way to have your granola is to get coconut yogurt. And that can replace milk or anything, and it becomes this kind of yummy mix with like berries or something is also really good. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think flax seeds are more optimal, but I think this will be fine as it is. And now I have my bread pan, and I'll just add this in there. You're supposed to have it on a tray, but I think it's fine. It'll be fine. I was thinking about making apple pie, and then I've only made it once, and I was like, oh, maybe I should make that one alive. Maybe I should practice that one a bit more. It's got more like an apple bread vibe, just looking at it. Okay. Alrighty, so that is ready to go. I'm going to pop that in the oven. So I put that in there at 180, and I'm going to pop an alarm on for 15 minutes so I don't forget talking about all the news stories. Okay. And I'll get all this stuff out of the way so I can talk about some news. All right, so Bitcoin, that was my first news point, has gone through its all-time high, which is really awesome. And I will send the link through to you guys now. This article is from Plant-Based News and is really, really positive and uplifting. But the global vegan cosmetic market is expected to exceed by 21 billion by 2027, predicts a new report. So reports have cited increasing concerns regarding health and safety and consumer awareness on animal testing as key drivers for growth, which is really, really cool. So if you look, a lot of reasons they've come to this conclusion is that the vegan cosmetics industry is also being pushed by celebrities. For example, last year, singer-songwriter Selena Gomez launched a cruelty-free cosmetics brand, Rare Beauty in Sephora. I am yet to try it, but I do really want to try it. And yeah, it's becoming more popular to care about animals, which is really, really cool. So I'm excited for that news. On the same note of cosmetics and beauty stuff, this article is from Live Kindly. And this one confirms that Garnier has just officially been approved for the cruelty-free certification, Cruelty-Free International. It is the first and only L'Oreal-owned brand to be certified. This article was actually quite interesting in that it kind of pointed out the bumps in the road to get this certification. I didn't actually realize that it was it's an 18-month certification process, consisted of an extensive investigation into ingredients, raw materials, and supply chains. Garnier is the first and only L'Oreal-owned brand to seek official cruelty-free status. And I think that was because they sold beauty and cosmetic products in China. And China's restrictions on testing on products will be lifted on certain imported cosmetics after May 2020. So this year, which is really cool. Well, not cool. It's just basic necessities here. But anyway, up until at least 2017, various Garnier products were still sold in China. In general, Garnier is marketed as a green beauty brand, but up until relatively recently, it did not have an official animal testing policy on its website. So its parent company, L'Oreal, continues to sell products by its other brands in China, and Ethical Consumer's Guide to L'Oreal highlights human rights, animal welfare, and environmental issues. So L'Oreal has also received criticism for labeling its products vegan despite links to animal testing, in addition to broader claims of greenwashing. So marketing products as more sustainable or ethical than they really are. I feel like that happens a lot with a lot of products in the supermarkets, and also just having a general awareness about what is cruelty-free and what is vegan. A lot of products you do have to double check, especially for cosmetics and houseware products. While that is still controversial about L'Oreal, I kind of am a bit hopeful. If it's an 18-month process, that kind of restores my faith in these certification processes. Not that I ever lost faith. I didn't really mean that, but it gives trust in me that they are being very thorough with these companies. And if it's an 18-month process, there's probably a lot of other companies that we don't know about are cruelty-free, but they're just undergoing that certification process, which to me, that is super cool, that idea that I kind of deducted from that report there. Because if it's 18 months, there could be companies that are just starting that process, which could be really nice if there's more coming out all the time. It's another one. So this one is also from Plant-Based News. So UGG launches plant-based shoe range made from renewable sugarcane. Our design team took inspiration from iconic styles and created new silhouettes with carbon-neutral plant-based materials. I think it's like a starting point. They haven't said or confirmed if the shoes are vegan friendly. But again, it's just one of those products that mark this transition to being more conscious of their impact on animals and the earth. So yeah, I just got a comment. Elf has great vegan makeup. It's not expensive. So in Australia, you can buy Elf in Kmart, and I actually do have Elf makeup. I've got the Elf eyeliner. That's actually what I'm wearing now, and it is super, super great, and it's like $8, which is amazing. So I've got another one here. Before I was vegan, I was never a fan of this anyway, but to all the skeptics out there, there is now 3D printed salmon, a world's first, and it's vegan. So Austria-based Revo Foods has created 3D printed salmon with vegan ingredients, including pea protein and algae oil. That is really cool. So the plant-based salmon is high in protein, omega-3 dietary fibers, and vitamin B12. The company only uses 11 ingredients to make its products, including pea protein, algae extracts, plant oils, and citrus fibers. Cool. If there's anyone here who likes salmon, there is an amazing alternative coming there for you. Here is another article that blew my mind on many levels. So, this one is from Plant-Based News. The world's first ever space hotel is being urged to go vegan. So this space hotel called the Voyager class space station is slated to open in 2027. But people are asking it to serve an exclusively vegan menu. So Orbital Assembly Corporation, OAC, a large-scale space construction company, aims to build the Voyager class space station in 2026. The hotel, this is just the fact that we're living in this era is blowing my mind. I find this is actually really exciting. On top of the vegan menu, it's something that we're going to see in our lifetimes, which is really nice. Space Hotel. The hotel, which will hold up to 280 guests and 112 crew members, is slated to open in 2027. It will feature facilities such as a restaurant, bar, and gym, as well as an impressive view of Earth. What? The Voyager class will simulate moon-like levels of gravity and will slowly spin round to prevent guests from flying away. That's good. It's currently taking reservations, but is reported to cost a staggering $5 million for a 3-day stay. However, OAC hopes to reduce its cost over time. According to reports, it will eventually reach price parity with a trip on a cruise or a trip to Disneyland. So Peter wrote a letter to the CEO and the president of the OAC requesting the Voyager class serve exclusively vegan food. Wow. That is really cool on 2 levels if they decide to, make a space station and make everything vegan. It said in it that a staple, I just went out the tab, but I'll just double check that again. Although its menu has not been confirmed, reports say freeze-dried ice cream will be a staple dish at the hotel. Isn't that insane? What an age to live in, of cryptocurrency and space stations. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad someone from Austria has heard that. Hopefully you will probably get to eat that before any of us in Australia will. I will have a look at that article and see when is it. So back to the salmon, the vegan salmon. So they had a tasting event. And a vegan blogger mentioned that the salmon tastes too much like fish, so they could hardly eat it. Wow. So Robin Simsa, the CEO of Revo Foods, told Live Kindly that the company also plans to expand throughout Europe in 2022. Yeah, that's really cool. So this company created vegan salmon over sustainability and welfare issues in the salmon industry. For example, one major issue in the industry is the spread of parasites like, Lepeotheria salmonis. The industry also uses pesticides, which can be damaging to the environment. So this article also taught me more reasons why people shouldn't eat animal products. Parasites are nasty. So nasty. That is really cool. So also, for the people in Austria, the company plans to launch its 3D printed salmon products in Austria in late summer or fall. So it's on its way. And another hopeful article. That would be really cool if they recreated other local fish. It wouldn't surprise me because cultured meats are going to be the future, leading into this next article. Cultivated meat can slash global warming impacts by 92%, says new study. Cultivated meat presents an achievable low carbon, cost competitive agricultural technology that can play a role in achieving a carbon neutral food system. Cultivated meat, compared with conventional beef, can slash global warming impacts by up to 92%, says a new study. Researchers from CE Delft also found cell-based meat could cause 93% less air pollution and use up to 95% less land and 78% less water. So I'm guessing because they're comparing it to conventional animal products, I'm guessing that the carbon impact of a vegan diet is still way, way lower than eating cultivated meat. And I would never eat cultivated meat because I still don't quite understand how they would get it from an animal, so that ethical implication is there for me, and also just all of the health effects of it as well. I doubt it would be any better than any normal processed meat. If you look into the World Health Organization, they've got lots of information there about processed meats and red meats and how they can be ranked as carcinogens to varying degrees. So that is new. That is the news that I thought was cool. Maybe I should have like a breaking news that Taylor thinks is cool. Yeah, so those are the articles I came across. I will be looking to expand my search beyond Live Kindly and plant-based news, although they are pretty great news sources. And at the moment, other news sources are just flooded by royal family stuff. So I thought I'd just stick to these two news outlets at the moment. But I did want to share with you this really cool YouTuber that I like, and he's Crypto Daily. And today I watched his Bitcoin meme review, which is so great. It's so funny because I've been watching and learning about Bitcoin for about good timing. Those were all the links I had to share. So now I can check the granola. But yeah, Crypto Daily is really, really great. It's really funny watching his meme reviews. I've been learning about Bitcoin in the crypto space for a while, so I really do appreciate all of his commentary there. So that guy's there for you to check out if you want. And I will now check the oatmeal. I think what I'm going to have to do is mix it and then put it back in. My number one priority on this thing is to make sure I don't burn myself on a live. But that's what it looks like there. It looks pretty nice and it smells really good as well. How do I? Okay. I'm just going to mix it. I'm going to retitle this video, How to Make Granola in a Bread Pan. I'm just going to pop it in this bowl. And then mix it around and then put it back in the bread pan. And then put it back in the oven. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You guys don't want to see the mess I've made on the countertop. It's so funny. Also, I wanted to share, thank you, it does look yum. I'm quite proud of this. It was one of the first dishes I could make on a normal basis. Okay, so I'm mixing it around now. Now put it back in the bread pan. I might even, I'll turn up the heat a little bit. Whoops. Oh, you guys don't want to see the mess that I've made on the countertop. Why do I always do this? No one ever wants to clean up after me. Yes, okay, I will share the recipe. What I'll do is I'll write up the ingredients of what I've used in this video and I'll pop it in the description box. So that's in there. So I'll just chat a little bit. I don't think that needs too much longer. Probably like maybe 5-ish minutes. Actually, maybe I'll just turn up a bit more. I usually do make a different batch of granola. It's just what I had in the house. What else would I like to talk about today? There was this musician that my dad was really, really cool. His name's Steve Gold. And if any of you have heard of John Butler Trio or Trevor Hall or that kind of acoustic kind of spirituality vibe music, he's really, really great. And I'll send that through. Such a vibe. And yeah, like a lot of chanting mixed with folk guitar and also blues as well, which is really, really nice. So it's good if you want to do like meditation or create more of a Zen vibe in your house. And while I'm here and waiting for this to cook, I will just make myself a cup of tea, actually. Do you guys want to see the teas I have? This one has actually been really nice. The first, I'm just gonna. Okay, I might just make a cup of tea after I finish the live, but I will walk you through the general teas that I do like to have. This one here is, this was the original packet, Nettle Leaf Tea. And funny story is when I first made this, I made too much of it. I made it very strong. Like I put tablespoons of this stuff in there and it was rank. It put me off having it for so long, but it's really, really good for you. And so nettle is a wonderful cleansing and detoxification herb. So it says the tea has been used to treat painful muscles, joints, eczema, arthritis, and anemia. So it contains a wide variety of minerals and nutrients, many of which act as antioxidants. Nettle may help reduce inflammation and it's intense. High potassium content can help reduce allergies. The tea is cooling. So I'm going to probably have some of that and just make one for myself. So I will use this little tea infuser here. But once I only put a teaspoon or a little bit over a teaspoon in one of these for just myself, it was a lot nicer than like my first experience with it. And here you've got hibiscus as well, and it's a very sweetening tea. And then I've just got, typical twinings, peppermint and spearmint. This is laid dormant in my cupboard because we have a mint bush in the backyard that has just gone absolutely nuts and tends to try and overtake the other plants in the garden. So I'm constantly getting really massive bunches of fresh mint and turning it into mint tea, and that is super, super good. So, but that one is still really nice as well if you don't always have access to fresh mint, peppermint or spearmint. So I will make one of those soon. And yeah, I guess I'll show you. I think it still has a little bit longer to go. So with granola, you can really just leave it in there at depending on how crispy you want your granola to be. But I'm just going to give it a taste test now. So usually I would have granola with homemade oat milk. This is taking a little bit longer to cook than I originally thought. Yeah, that definitely needs a little bit more time in the oven, and I'm going to turn it up a little bit as well. I think putting it in a bread tin has probably made it a little bit harder to cook all the way through, but that's fine. I might as well while I'm here. I was going to leave it there for just tonight, but I've got to show you guys how it tastes once it's done. So I'm actually going to start making my dinner now. I was going to make it after the live, but why not show you guys? So I have my chopping board out already, and I'll put the other stuff, the mess I've made, away after I'm done, but I'll just start making fried rice. So last night I had sushi. I'll just put my alarm on for the granola. So last night I had DIY sushi. I have included it a couple times on my Instagram stories, and it is such a staple. When I make it, I mix white rice, like the sushi rice, with brown rice just to make it a little bit more whole food. And I had so much left over. So now I'll make some fried rice. This is going to be interesting because I need to go shopping. This is very much how vegans make things on the fly. It's very, when you don't have time to shop, you use the stuff that you already have. Okay, so I'm going to get some cabbage. I'm gonna chop up some garlic. I've got to rinse the cabbage first. I don't think I'm going to put onion in it. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I think I might cook this up in sesame oil because I did that with some broccolini yesterday as a side dish to the sushi, and it actually tasted really good. So I'm going to do that again because I don't actually have that many ingredients to make this super bougie tonight. So I need to improvise. I think it's good though to not always go shopping when you don't really need to. I mean, it is good to be able to cook things with what you have in the cupboard and make sure you use everything so there's less food waste. That is the sesame seed oil I use. That is just from Woolies, I think. You don't really need too much of it because I am going to use tamari as well to flavor it. It smells so good. So in other news, how much oil? About just under a tablespoon, I think. I just tend to go like that until it's like a little swirl on the pan. While I'm chopping this up, I might as well fill you guys in on my intention to start cycling again because I have started like running training again, and I've been ramping up my time at the gym, but I think it's time to start doing some endurance training because I miss being able to cycle really long distances. And I think tomorrow I'm going to go to the pool and do my first swim session, which I'm really excited about because I have some events in mind for later this year, but I need to start small and increase my distances over a few months. So that's what's happening in the training department. And I've also ramped up my meditation too. Like I haven't done it yet today, but I will do it later. And it hasn't been every single day, but I'm remembering more frequently to do it. And I've noticed a lot of benefits, like more calm and more like peace of mind and everything, but also really even more vivid dreams. I know I'm talking about it a lot about the mushrooms, but like even more so for when I've started meditating again, which has been cool. So I ate all the carrots last night. I made a big juice out of the leftover carrots, and I also used it for the sushi. So the other veggie we're going to use is just alfalfa sprouts. Now I'm probably going to make some more stuff. This is just kind of like a little leftover entree to get through till dinner, really, I guess. I'm probably just going to make some more avo mother bread once I sign out for tonight. But I just thought I'd show you that sometimes doing leftovers and stuff is actually really good and tastes really good. So I've just got the cabbage on cooking. I think the granola is done. So we have the granola there. That looks so much better. I think that is ready to be eaten, or for me for tonight, I'm going to set it aside and I'll set it aside to cool down to then store it in a big jar. But I'll just give it, oh, that's so much crunchier. You've got to like shake it if you make it yourself, because it tends to settle to the bottom. All right, so let's give this granola a taste test. That's so good. Seriously, guys, making your own granola is so good. I used to spend a lot of money on granola when I didn't think I had the... I tried to talk when I was eating. I just got too excited about granola. Yeah, so you really don't need to spend a whole bunch of money on granola. It is a lot easier and cheaper at times to make it yourself. And it's just a super good snack or dessert, dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. I mean, take it from me, I'd have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. But we do need to have other food as well. So super good apple cinnamon. You know what? I might even make a video about this as well. So you can refer to it when you want to make it. I will get onto that very shortly and soon. Yeah, totally. I forgot how much sugar is in normal granola until, you go and see how much something on sale is and then you read the ingredients. I need to attend to the rice. I just added the rice in. Oh, amazing. I hope you have amazing granola for your breakfast. And this is tamari, so like a alternative to soy sauce. And I'm just going to pour that straight all over the rice so it has a really nice fried rice flavor. Okay, I think it's ripe enough to eat. The avocados in Australia have gotten really bad again. I think the season's over. It's like I'm trying to listen if it's telling me it's ready. But yeah, super great granola. I'm actually going to be able to show you the fried rice because that's not going to take long at all. I'm just going to have another bite of this. That's going to be ready really, really soon. Do avocados grow in Oz? Yeah, I actually went to a cafe in my hometown. It's called Tea Club, and they had an avocado tree in the back. And my friend Taylor, her name's also Taylor as well, pointed out this massive avocado tree in the back of the cafe. And it was just insane how many avocados there were growing on it. I think they do grow better up north though, because it's more of a tropical fruit. But definitely, like, there were a lot of avocados on this tree. So even on the south coast, you can grow avocados. They just take a really long time to grow. So that rice is pretty much done. I'm just going to finish this. Can anyone tell me a least dangerous way of doing this to get rid of the seed? Like, if anyone's got a less dangerous way of doing that, please tell me. Hey guys, so there we go. I didn't intend to actually make this on the live, but we have fried rice, we've got some sprouts, avocado, as well as white cabbage with some garlic. And I will give that a taste test to wrap up this live. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Super, super good. I am really, really happy with that. I think the avocado just levels it up from a leftover meal to like an actual like entree thing. So that's super, super good. Again, didn't plan this half of the live. So I think that just shows you that most of the time you can make something out of your cupboard, out of the things you already have. So thank you so much for watching this live and tuning in. I hope everyone's going to have a great day or a great night wherever they are in the world. Please like this video if you haven't already. It really helps with the algorithm. And also click the notification bell if you'd like to see when my videos come out. Tuesday, guys, I'm going to be releasing the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van tour that I'm really excited about. I got a new microphone and so makes me so happy. Tech makes me so happy. I love playing with all like different cameras and mics. So that's going to be coming out on Tuesday. And then I have a fun video for you guys coming out Thursday night as well. So hope you have a beautiful evening and talk soon.